Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to talk to you guys about butt winking, or the technical term for it is posterior pelvic tilt, which means your pelvis rolls under when you're at the bottom of a squat. And a lot of people make a big deal about it, so let's discuss if this really is a big deal for a minute. And you guys notice I still left my cereal out, my Kellogg's All Brown. I like to call this stuff super colon blow cereal because you eat 2 bowls of that shit in the morning with your breakfast, and you better pepper your Angus. And Kellogg's, you guys should sponsor me. But that aside, the topic came up because some people noticed in my squat video yesterday, or just my training video, I was doing some pause squats without a belt, and I have a little bit of butt wink at the bottom, and I'll show a clip there of it. Mine is really mild, and the question becomes, is it a big deal? And obviously several strength and conditioning coaches saw this video. Johnny Candido saw the video. None of them saw a problem with it. In fact, they generally agree with my stance on it, is that most back injuries from squatting are not caused by that. Now, we could argue that with maximum loads having to go super deep, because posterior pelvic tilt will get worse the deeper you go on a squat. And some federations do require very, very strict depths in powerlifting, and they expect you to go inches deeper than what really should be required even by their own rule books sometimes. And when you're using true competition max loads, yeah, that can definitely put stress on your lower back that you may not want, because they're forcing you to go so deep that it's causing it to happen. But for the most part, this sort of thing is really only a concern for the novice lifter, for people who don't have their technique down, they don't know how to squat correctly, and for people who have weak cores. But if you have a strong, well-developed core, and that's why I throw in extra core work and so much focus on core work in like the novice program I have, and I put such an emphasis on these things, is because that is what protects your lower back on the squat. And as long as you stay tight and your squat isn't turning into a good morning, and your ass isn't shooting way up before your torso comes up and turning your lower back into a lever, it's really not an issue. It shouldn't be a concern. And if you are concerned about it, you need to learn to just get tighter on your squats, and you need to just do more core work in general. Start doing some beltless squats. Start doing some beltless deadlifts. Do weighted crunches, weighted planks. If you need to, do hyperextensions for your lower back, or throw in more stiff leg deadlifts or good mornings, or something to build your whole core up. And generally that's what's going to protect your lower back, is just staying tight, using proper form, and having a strong core. And if you do that, you're not going to injure your lower back by squatting deep with a little bit of butt wink. It's just not a problem. It's been vastly overrated, and overhype is a big problem, and it really isn't. And if anything, it's just another one of those excuses people use not to squat. And it's not something you should be worried about. You should be worried about your squat turning into a good morning or a weak core more than anything else. Those should be your biggest concerns on your squat as far as lower back health, not a little bit of butt winking. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go.